Hey, and welcome to Girl Be Free, a podcast designed to help women get unstuck and cultivate the life you want on your terms. I'm Siobhan, your host, and I'm passionate about empowering women to live their best life. Each week, you'll hear pep talks that will inspire and push you to take action so you too can start to be free and live the life you want. You can learn more about me at BeFreeProject.com. Now let's jump into the show. Hey, welcome back to another episode of the Girl Be Free podcast. I'm your host, Siobhan, where I am going to inspire and motivate you to show up for yourself. This week, I am loving a quote, and I'm going to read it to you. She remembered who she was, and the game changed. And that's by Layla Delilah. And I shared this quote on Instagram and Facebook this week because I was doing a search for positive quotes, and that just really resonated with me. And something that I shared on social media is that the reason that I shared that quote is that I was able to relate with it so well because after I decided to go to therapy, that's when I found my voice, and that is when my life started changing. And I am so committed to doing life-changing work, not just for myself, but for others as well. So just reading that quote just really resonates with me. So if you like it, write it down for yourself, share it, tweet it out, but I'm going to read it again. She remembered who she was, and the game changed. All right. Also, I do want to give you a recap from this past Be Free meetup. That was on May 11th, so this past Friday. And I feel like I say this all the time, but this was one of the best Be Free meetups. It was a packed house. We did sell out, so that's always amazing. There were lots of women who had been to the events before, and then there were a lot of new faces. And so that's always exciting that I am expanding my reach and being able to empower more women and help them just really shift the direction of their life is always good. And I don't know if I said this before, but the Be Free meetups, it's a wide range of women, right? So women in their early 20s all the way up to their 60s and everything in between. So trust me, you will fit in no matter what age you are. And then also it's for all races. So I know sometimes I get questions like, are your events just for Black women? Obviously, I'm going to attract more Black women, but it really is open for all women. And that's because I feel like we all have stories, and we all need to create space for one another to be supportive and encourage and all that jazz. And so we laughed, we cried, we supported one another. And when I tell you the conversation was so rich and so good, I felt so full after leaving. So I just wanted to share that if you haven't been to a Be Free meetup, I highly recommend that you add it to the things that you're going to do soon. The next one is coming up on June 16th, which is a Saturday. So the link for to sign up for that is in the show notes. So let's get on to today's topic, which is 9 types of friends that you want to add to your girl squad. Last week, I talked about where you need to find your squad, and I shared some really great resources in reference to where you want to start to meet women who are on a similar journey or similar path as you. So if you haven't listened to last week's episode, I totally recommend it, of course. And so today I want to talk about the types of friends that you want to have a part of your tribe. So get your paper and pen out so that you can take notes. And then if you feel that this episode is beneficial to you, definitely share it out by sharing on Instagram stories or sharing on Instagram. People are doing that more and more, so thank you. You can also share it on Facebook, text it to your friends. But if you find this episode beneficial or any other podcast episode, totally share it out. All right, so the first type of friend, and yes, I'm going to be sharing numbers intentionally today. The first type of friend that you want to have in your corner is the motivator. And this type of friend is someone who's going to support, encourage, hold you accountable to do what you say you're going to do. She believes in you. She's going to push you to your greatness. And sometimes she can see your potential even when you cannot. And you definitely want that type of friend around you. She's going to acknowledge your strengths, and she'll share useful advice to help you grow. She's someone that you can freely share your goals with, and she will help you and give you practical and tangible, actionable steps, and she will not judge you. So she's going to help you believe in yourself. She's going to push you. When you tell her you want to write that book, she's going to give you tons of resources. I can definitely say that this is a type of friend that I am, the motivator. So that's the number one. Number two, you want to have your BFF or your bestie. So this is your soul sister, kindred spirit, if you may. She's your sister friend. She'll drop everything in a heartbeat to be there for you. She's a friend that you can call at 3 o'clock in the morning when life is chaotic, and she is going to be there for you. You guys share a deep bond, and no matter what, good or bad, she is there for you. You value the relationship, and you know that you both are growing together and getting better, and you know that you're going to be together for the rest of your life. Like, it's just that lifetime relationship that you know that you can always trust, and you know she will always be there. Number three, so the third type of friend that you need to have in your corner or in your girl squad is the connector slash helper. This is also me, y'all. And this is a friend who knows a lot about a lot of different things. Like, seriously, she's like a human Google. And this is so me. Like, my friends can text me and ask me the most random things and trust and believe I know. And it's so crazy, but it's so true. She's the person that you're going to reach out to if you need a referral, a resource. She's going to introduce you to someone that can help you in some kind of way. And she's always going to point you in the right direction. And literally, there's no limit to the amount of information that she knows. So if you need a good book to read, a good recipe, a dentist, you name it, she knows. And you definitely want to have a friend like that in your corner. Friend number four is the kicking it friend. Now, everybody knows you need a friend that you can have a good time with, right? So she loves to party, and party is her middle name. If you need to have fun and just hang out and just get away and just unwind, you know that she stays ready, and she is always ready to have a good time. She's full of energy. She's perfect to travel with, party with. You know it's going to be an adventure when you hang out with her, but it's always lots of fun, lots of happiness, and she is literally the life of the party. And you want to have a friend like that in your corner so that y'all can kick it, right? All right, friend number five is the listener. Now, she allows you to share any and everything. She allows you to be vulnerable, and she's never, ever, ever going to judge you no matter what you say. She has such a calm spirit, and you can trust that she'll listen to you and she'll give you space to share your deepest feelings. And you know that once you share it with her, it stays with her. Number six is your funny friend or your humorous friend, the friend with the sense of humor. And this is also me as well. And this friend is when you need a good old belly laugh, right? That brings tears to your eyes. You can count on this friend. Just call her up. She can make something funny literally out of anything. And this is so me and my friends. And it was so funny because at the Be Free meetup this past weekend, I was saying to my best friend was there, and she was like, she loves to make jokes out of, she can always find the humor in different situations or whatever. And I'm like, yeah, we can even laugh at, like, if someone passes away, and not necessarily that the person passed away, but we can always make light of it or bring humor to it or bring some joke or something that will make us, happy or whatever. I don't know. That's just something that we share. Please don't judge us. But she always can make you laugh no matter what the situation is. And literally, you will be in your belly laughing like so hard. And it's always in good fun, nothing hurtful or anything like that. So if you need someone to laugh with, definitely make sure you have a friend in your corner who always just has the jokes on deck. Like, that is me. I can find the humor and the joke in anything. All right, number seven. This type of friend you need is called, or I named her, the Make You Think friend, hashtag deep thinker. So she's going to challenge you to dig deep into your thought process and help you critically think. You can count on her for deep conversations that's going to challenge you to learn, grow, and be better. You can have complex conversations about religion, politics, sexuality, etc. You have a sense of awareness and understanding, and you know, like the conversation is always going to, again, challenge you to grow and go home and research some stuff. So you want to have a friend like that that's always going to push you out of your comfort zone. All right, friend number 8 is the caring and loving friend. So she takes care of you. She's a genuine helper. She's very thoughtful. She'll even cook for you if you need it. She'll send you a text just to say how much she loves you and appreciates your friendship. She may even send you a gift just because. And this is totally me as well. Friend number 9 is a take no stuff friend. And this is your ride or die, right? So when ish hits the fan, she's the girl or the friend that's going to fight for you. And if you're ever in an emergency situation, call her. Y'all may not talk all the time, but when things go down and you need her, she will be there for you with no questions asked. All right. So those are the 8 types of friends that you want to kind of start to add to your girl squad. I'm sure there are more. So if you can think of a type of friend, hit me up on Instagram on one of the posts for the podcast and let me know, or shoot me a message as well. So some of these friendships may overlap. So maybe your caring and loving friend is also your friend that's a really good listener, and that's totally fine. This is just, this list that I created is really just a start for you to think about who you want to have in your tribe and your girl squad. I am a firm believer that we as women need one another. We need each other to support, to encourage, to just be there for one another so that we don't have to be on this journey to getting unstuck and being free alone. And there is no comparison to being around women. When I tell you, like, anytime that I'm just around women, the energy is just always so good, and it fills my spirit in a way that no one else can. And so my friendships that I have are extremely important to me, and they play a huge role in my life. And I love every single woman that is connected to me, and our relationship is essential for my growth, and they make me a better woman, a better mother, a better wife, a better entrepreneur, because I always have different types of friends that I can reach out to that's going to help me in these different areas. They also bring me joy and energy. And so I know that it can be challenging, like I said last week, to make friends as adults. And I get it, because it definitely can be a challenge. However, I want you to be mindful of just being intentional, right? So some relationships are just going to develop organically, but then there's going to be some relationships that you're going to have to take time and really grow and watch them blossom over time. So you're going to have to do work to cultivate the type of friendships that you need in your life. I know your life is busy because my life is busy as well, because we're working, we're mothers, we're partners, we're doing all the things. However, whatever it is that you need and want in your life, you're going to have to make space for it, and you're going to have to cultivate it so that it can grow in the way that you want. So I hope this list was helpful. Again, it's not the end all be all, but just some friendships that I have in my life that I wanted to share with you. And so your action step for this week is to reach out to your friends. Either give them a call or send them a text and just tell them how much they mean to you. Tell them how much that you value their relationship. And if you are feeling really like fancy, like I say at the end of the podcast, get them a card or write them a note and mail it to them. I don't think we do that enough anymore, right? So that's your action step for this week. Again, as I mentioned earlier, the next Be Free meetup is happening on Saturday, June 16th, and it's from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Tickets are now available, and just like last month, I can already tell you they're going to sell out. So no matter where you're at, come hang out with me. I tell you, people travel all the time, so I would love to see you at the next Be Free meetup. And then lastly, the Be Free Inner Circle is launching May 31st. And this is an exclusive community of positive, like-minded women where you are going to be challenged to show up for yourself. You're going to be held accountable, and you're going to connect, grow, and learn with other women who are on a similar journey to you. So if you want to know more about that and you want to stay in the loop as we prepare to launch, definitely click the link in the show notes and sign up to get on the list by adding your name and email address. And when you do that, you'll get a free downloadable list of affirmations that you can use on a day-to-day basis. I am really excited about the launch of the Be Free Inner Circle. I already know it's going to be amazing. And when we launch it, it's going to be open for a small group of women. I haven't put a number on it yet because I want everything to kind of run smoothly. So definitely hop on that list so you can be in the know so you do not miss out. So as always, thank you so much for tuning in this week. I hope you found value in this podcast episode. Share it with your friends, right? And then make sure you're following me on Instagram. That's where I spend the most time engaging with my audience. So as I prepare to launch the Be Free Inner Circle, of course, you'll have more access to me. Also, you can reach out and connect with me on Instagram. I'm always on there. And then let me know what you think of the podcast. What was your biggest takeaway from today's episode? And make sure you're sharing it out with your friends if you found value in it. So thank you so much for listening. And until next time, girl, be free. Thank you so much for listening. Your support means the world to me. Don't forget to subscribe so that you never miss an episode. And if you're feeling really fancy, go ahead and leave a review. Until next time, be free and live.